Sports Talk's Game Breakers here on Prime Video. I am Eitan Levine. As always, I'm joined by the weekend warrior himself, Drexton Clemens, over here to my right in studio right now. I'll say it. What a freaking booking from the Growing Up Italian podcast and Anthony and Sons. Give it up for Sabino Curcio.
Hey.
Anytime. And I gotta say, by the way,
nice
the
shirt.
freaking shirt. I love it. That's a shirt.
I felt it was the right shirt for today.
Oh, 1,000%.
You got a Jets fan right here. This is I would say, honestly, the biggest Jets fan I've ever met in my entire life.
It's me and Fireman Ed. That's it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
God, Fireman Ed, I dislike so strongly.
Who's Fireman Ed?
Fireman Ed is like every team in sports has like one dude that like has like a persona. Ours is a guy named Fireman Ed. Fireman Ed, when they were doing bad, he's nowhere to see. He's nowhere to be seen.
That's how it should be.
That's kind of like me.
I want Spike
I'm not
Lee.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
You're
that's how it
out.
should be.
Yeah.
I want Spike Lee nowhere near a losing Knicks game. And then all of a sudden you guys start winning. He's like, hey, what's up?
No,
It's
but
me, it's
I
Spike.
want to see a sad Fireman Ed. That's the thing, you know, like you. So okay, it's like your fandom. They're doing bad. You're out. You're done.
Well, the Jets, the last couple of years has been kind of hard.
It's been rough.
It's hard with fantasy football. I like watching,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there we got Rodgers this year. Obviously, that's a big story. Do you think Rodgers is gonna like fit into like New York at all? Like,
I feel like he's fitting in already. He's going to Madison Square Garden whenever there's an event.
Yeah, he's at the Taylor Swift concert. He's at all the games.
He's everywhere.
He's doing the thing. I think
he took his line to see Wicked.
Yeah, he's doing it right because like the thing about like it's like the quiet loudness of New York.
Yeah.
He's not doing too much, but he's doing enough.
Yeah.
He's doing enough. I like it. I would say like his persona in New York is something I'm actually enjoying seeing.
I think also is that like talk a little bit about like just New York media in general. Like I think that the New York media thinks that they're gonna get him. They're gonna be like, oh, like we're gonna like attack him or whatever. He's not gonna work. You know, I think that he's kind of like a stone when it comes to that stuff, right?
Yeah, he was built for New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, except he's gonna live in Jersey, which is the issue. I want him to live in Bushwick.
I mean, the Jets live in Jersey too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jersey Jets. I mean, but also even like when he was talking about Hard Knocks, he was like, "Yeah, I'm a little bit of annoyed that they're here, but I think this is going to be great for the." Like he's PR training.
Yeah.
New York is PR training him hard. I like it.
He's class.
How do you think he messes it up this season?
I mean, typical Jets fashion. There'll be an interception
fumble.
the last play of the year. Last play of the year, it's an interception. You know?
He's gonna get injured on the last play before we lose 7 straight.
Yeah.
That is like kind of how it feels.
I mean, we're rooting for his best, of course, but
prayers.
it's typical Jets,
Yeah. Is there how did you even get it into the Jets? Like, why did you pick the Jets over the Giants? Who's your baseball?
It's going to sound super cliche, but Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah, they hear that. The legs.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
He just had beautiful legs in that commercial.
Oh, the one with the stockings?
Sorry, that was Joe Namath.
That was Joe Namath,
I take
yeah.
it back. I take it back.
Testaverde, just because he's like, Vinny Testaverde, Italian guy, gunslinger,
Is there who are your favorite Italian athletes?
I mean, besides like soccer.
Well, why not?
Well, I mean, of course, all the Italian soccer guys. Vinny Testaverde was a big one. Current, like Anthony Rizzo.
Oh,
those are my guys,
Rizzo. So, in like for soccer, do you root for Team USA or do you root for Team Italy?
Team Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
You just turning your
bit
back
of
on
training.
America like that? That's
It's
crazy.
funny, but when it's basketball, I root for USA. I pick and choose.
Why?
Because that's our
They're
sport.
better. Yeah, I root for the Jets, Knicks, and Mets. I at least got to pick winners sometimes,
I get that. I get that. I don't understand people whose entire fan base is just a losing. Like,
Well, because it came, you became like a newer fan to like some of this stuff. Growing up, my dad got cheap tickets to the Mets every single time. That's how I became a Met fan.
Yeah.
You would same thing, right? It's whoever your dad gets tickets from.
that is the best way to create a fandom. Just be like, we may not be the best team, but we have the cheapest tickets of every.
Do you know
team
how
in the
expensive
area.
Giant tickets are?
No.
They're so expensive that I'm a Jet fan. Like,
and they're in the same
makes sense.
stadium.
Yeah.
Ticket prices are vastly different in the same stadium.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'll never forget, like, the first Met game I went to, Barry Bonds was playing.
Whoa.
And
How was that?
I mean, he had, like, sick home run. But I just always remember, like, my uncle was like, let's go to the game because it was free,
do you miss the old Shea Stadium versus Citi Field?
I mean, Citi Field's pretty fun.
It's gorgeous.
Citi Field, I think, is one of the best like stadium experiences.
Yeah.
Shea Stadium to me is fascinating because when they got rid of Shea Stadium, whenever they get rid of like a famous stadium, there's always like, no, we shouldn't get. When they got rid of Yankee Stadium, the original, everyone's like, no, we can figure out a way to preserve it. When they got rid of Shea, everyone was like, thank God. Met fans were like, we cannot wait to get out of this freaking stadium.
What was wrong with Shea Stadium?
You want
What do
to
you
take
think? I mean, It was just old.
Yeah.
I mean, the old Yankee Stadium, they should have kept it though. I'll be the first one to say that.
Why
I
do you
agree.
think they should have kept the old Yankees?
Yeah.
This is going to sound crazy, and I mean this genuinely.
'Cause I love that
there was a yellow tinge on. It hasn't been peed on. I don't know how else to say it. It's like there was just something about the old Yankee Stadium was so used. You know, just get them better bathrooms, get them that stuff. Citi Field is stunning. Shea Stadium was disgusting. You know, all that stuff.
I've been to Citi Field for a concert, loved it there. The Yankee Stadium, I used to live nearby the Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. I liked it. It was a good view from the house. You know what I mean? Like it looks like very nice and well put together. But you like the grit. You guys like the like.
The outside looks the same for Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Like, I think they did it on purpose.
But doesn't it feel kind of like Disney?
Yeah, it feels like a pop-up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. The old Yankee Stadium, there's so much history. You know? And I'm not a Yankee fan, but when I'm arguing with someone from Boston that they're like, oh, we're the best sports city, I'm like, Yankees.
Really?
27, you know?
I'll tell you.
And I'm a Met fan. I'm a Met fan.
That's an interesting line to toe.
Yeah.
I usually just spit at them. I'm like, what do you say to me? What's interesting, by the way, about Fenway, I'll say this, one of the worst places to watch a baseball game.
Why?
No good sightlines.
Oh.
So many bad sightlines. I mean, there's good sightlines, obviously, but there's so many bad places. It's not a great viewing. You know.
I wonder what the best looking stadium is in sports.
I mean, SoFi is like pretty established where the Rams play out there, where they did Super Bowl last year.
What about this new thing in Vegas? They have like
the Exosphere.
I only saw like some videos on the outside. It's fire.
It looks cool. I mean, when we first saw it, I was like, this is not good. I don't like this at all. I'm growing on it. It is growing on me. I'm loving it. I want to perform inside.
Yeah, can I pitch you an idea actually? Anthony and Sons gets their own Exosphere. Think about that.
I gotta see if we have a budget for it, but you know,
what's your Exosphere budget like? A couple bill?
Maybe $100.
That's actually surprising that you really put $100 even in. I'm thinking Exosphere. All right, so Anthony and Sons, obviously incredible sandwich place. Definitely got to check it out. There is a game that we want to play with you.
Okay.
Where we took a bunch of like famous Italian athletes, and we wanted to figure out like what their sandwich would be.
Okay.
So the first one we came up with is Rick DiPietro, longtime goalie for the Islanders, had one of the worst contracts in professional sporting history. Is a 15-year, $67.5 million contract. At the time was crazy. This is going to be an Italian hero, right? 39 feet, though. Way too long.
39 feet.
39-foot hero, Swiss cheese, because he's got holes in him. The guy's easy to score on. Caviar, foie gras, gold leaf, and gluten-free bread. So it's really expensive, and it's not filling at all.
Wow.
There we go.
How you feel about
I mean, listen.
Speechless.
Sorry,
He loves
Rick,
it.
but yeah, that sounds about right. You know?
Yeah. Here's the thing, you can't cut it up. You got to deliver the whole thing, full 39 feet. You know, go through doorways with it. It's got to be a whole thing.
And if you don't eat it all today, you got to put it in the refrigerator, eat some next week, the week after.
That whole fridge is just sandwich.
And you got to keep on, and even if you don't finish it, you still have to pay it down every year for the next 13 years. It's on a slow mortgage out of there. What's the most expensive topping that you've ever used?
You know, it's so funny. We were eating, my friend New York Nico, we were just by his house playing cards the other night, and he had caviar, and they were like all eating it off the hand. And then I brought like a tray of sandwiches, and somebody took my Italian combo and put caviar on it. I was like, I didn't eat it, but I was just looking at him like, oh my God, what are you doing? Because it's so salty already.
That's what I'm saying. And then adding the egg.
Also, it's fish and meat.
Yeah. Surf and turf, though.
Surf and turf.
But you don't put the steak on the shrimp and then like eat it as one thing. You put them on the side.
No, I've seen like a crab rolled beef thing. Like you could do it.
Not for A-Tom.
What about this? What about Rocky Marciano? Okay. My favorite thing about Rocky Marciano is the entire barbershop scene from Coming to America, where they're just yelling and they're like, Rocky Marciano, let me tell you something about Rocky Marciano. So he's a Philly guy, so we're thinking spicy Philly cheesesteak with peppers, mushrooms, onions, cheese whiz, no provolone, no American, a raw egg.
Raw.
On top, just raw. All right, just let it ooze.
Raw.
Not even like fried and then let it ooze.
No.
Straight up raw egg.
And you're not mixing it either. You're not scrambling it. You're just on top.
Is that just because he's like a boxer?
Famously, Rocky, would put the eggs in the cup.
And then it's delivered by running through the woods on foot. All right? And then when you get to the top of the stairs, you go, your sandwich is ready! You know?
Man, do you guys want to sell these sandwiches or
Can
just
we?
for fun?
Listen, if you're willing to let us,
If you want to sell them, we gotta,
Now,
simple.
this does come with salmonella. But
that's what I'm saying,
can
you know?
sell it.
All right, what about this then? Okay, we'll do it the Mike Piazza, okay? This is Mike Piazza, a New York legend, Italian hero out there. Okay, first of all, Freedom Prize. The guy hit that home run after 9/11. Most iconic New York sports moment, in my humble opinion. Then on top of that, this is in Queens. So you got to put a little souvlaki on there, a little spanakopita, a little shawarma, and it's served on a tire. That is right. It is served on a tire from a chop shop across the street from City Field. How are we thinking about it?
I think we're not going to sell any sandwiches. To be honest.
Minus the tire part. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it has a little Greek,
a little Greek,
a little
yeah.
Greek in it.
it's a very specific part of Queens
Yeah.
that this sandwich is coming
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, Queens. Yeah.
The Greek story along
It's
that
like a
line, too.
hero for Mike Piazza, like
Yeah.
it's that kind of vibe.
That's what it should be called. I need a hero, GYRO.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There
There
we
you go.
go.
The name is there.
And then like Nickelback gives it to you. They're like, oh, let's do Mikey Musumeci. Mikey Musumeci, Italian fighter for one championship. Fun guy.
Mark Zuckerberg's coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were telling me that. He actually we've been talking on DMs a lot, but he's supposed to come on my show soon.
You and Zucker?
Yeah.
or
No,
Mikey?
Musumeci.
Oh,
Really?
hey, if you need a hookup, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
he's a
we
good
got-
guy.
We got a guy? We got
we
a
got a
guy. Canadian J-Mo knows a little bit of, who it is.
I won't
No,
say
that's not
that.
my business to say. Do I look like I'm saying anything? I'm not saying anything.
Who am I? I've never told. I've never told anybody, all right?
I can't tell what I don't know.
Exactly. So he goes by Darth Rigatoni. So we're thinking a pizza rolled up like a calzone with pasta in it, and then a little Adderall sprinkled on top. You know, because you guys need all that energy you need.
Man. You know, a lot of Italians from the other side of the ocean, they don't like the double carbs. You know? Like, over here in New York, in a New York pizzeria, you get the
pasta
penne
pizza.
slice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there, it's like, what are you doing? It needs to be separate.
Are you
know?
pro or against it?
Once in a while. I try to do a little low carb because I gain weight very easily, as you can see.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
the pasta with the rigatoni and penne kind of freaks
much?
me out.
It's too much.
Very heavy.
What
It's
should
too
go
much.
in the perfect sub for him then?
So perfect sub. Well, you know what? Maybe we could give him a little wrap, you know? Or do like a little chicken cutlet, slice of prosciutto, fresh mozzarella, roasted peppers. You know, I try to sell sandwiches, not,
Yeah.
Not make them
scare people
terrible.
away.
Well, thank you
This
so
one's
much.
called the knife, and it's just a knife.
Sabino, thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you
man.
guys for having me.
I appreciate it. We got to go to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with more Sports Talk Game Breakers right after this.
Growing Up Italian podcast. Check it out.
you, guys.
Sereno, baby.